Hi there and welcome to my YouTube channel. John here from Romania. I am an online entrepreneur and I like to share with you value information about making money online. Take your time for learning and after that you can start to generate money from your PC. Take a closer look to my channel and consider subscribing with bell notification on. I'm being paid over $500 a day just to reorder on YouTube. No camera required, no altering abilities required, no compelling reason to show your face. Also, indeed, it's totally free. YouTube is by a wide margin perhaps the quickest approaches to bring in huge cash on the web. Also, it's an obvious fact that YouTubers make a large number of dollars consistently. Yet, imagine a scenario where you can take segment of that colossal pay just by duplicate and gluing. It takes under 10 minutes of work a day. Furthermore, in this bit-by-bit instructional exercise, I will disclose you precisely how to do it. Also, what's much more, on the off chance that you watch this video until the end, I will give you some rewards that will help you get significantly more cash flow much quicker. In any case, you should observe the entire video. Since, supposing that you skirt some part that may be pivotal to your prosperity with this. So in case you're willing to tune in and focus in the following 10 minutes, you can possibly bring in cash like this each and every day. In any case, on the opposite side, in the event that you don't follow everything and you don't watch until the end, at that point I'm grieved. This won't work for you and you will make $0 no run. Before we start, remember to drop a like to this video. Leave an approval so we can hit 100 preferences and this one. Furthermore, try to help yourself out by clicking that red button subscribe with notices on an Avalon for you at whatever point I have another infrared technique to bring in cash on the web. So you can be one of the first to utilize it. Furthermore, that method obviously, get the most cash flow. Alright, so you can make any place from a $300 to nearly $800 per day on YouTube. What's more, I will walk you through the whole cycle bit by bit. So you can set this up for yourself. Presently the absolute first thing which you should do is to make a beeline for youtube.com, go to the quest bar and quest for various top 10 or top 5 recordings that can resemble top 10 or top 5 stories, top 10 business thoughts, top 10 different ways to accomplish something perhaps in chess or something to that effect, top 10 films or whatever you can consider. Choices are perpetual. Also, you can generally utilize your innovativeness to get increasingly more cash flow. So this will be a truly fun cycle of bringing in cash on the web. I will for instance look for top 10 business thoughts. You would then be able to experience all the recordings, discover something that you believe is intriguing and something that as of now works as far as getting a great deal of perspectives. You will at that point need to open a portion of those recordings. Check on the off chance that it has no face cam. You need to zero in just on those recordings that are only a voiceover with screenplay. And afterward utilize this a little stunt that is going to make everything simple. Underneath the video, you have these 3 dots here. Click on those 3 dots and snap on open record. Whatever will do is that will give you full content, the entirety of the words that have been said in this video, so whole content composed for you. Yet you can simply duplicate it since you will get a copyright strike clearly. Instead of that there's something different which you should do. Above all else, make a point to tap on these 3 spots also and click 2-fold timestamps so it eliminates them from the left hand side. By step number 1 is to look for comparative recordings in YouTube. Open up one of them. Snap on these 3 spots and duplicate the content from the correct hand side. How about we go to the following stage? The subsequent stage which you should finish is to modify the content in your own words. Rather than utilizing such hard and exhausting work, you can basically glue the whole content into spinbot.com. Spinbot is a totally free online device which will rework any content for you, discovering you best equivalent words and choices to make the content your own and exceptional. So you can duplicate the record for somebody's video, treat it into turn, yet round out the manual human test and snap go tight for several seconds and it will be accomplished for you. Presently you have a whole one-of-a-kind content to use for your own video. Furthermore, you saw that such recordings can get a huge number of perspectives, which can wind up being $1,000s of dollars each and every week. What's more, presently I will show you the wide range of various strides to completing this sort of video for nothing. Also, this was step number 2, we should go to step number 3. Step number 3 is to pick some free video film to use in your recordings. Furthermore, the most ideal approach to do that is to go to Paxels.com cut recordings. Paxels has 1,000s of copyright-free recordings which you can download and utilize complimentary without giving me a 3D variant to the proprietor. You can discover the recordings in any specialty in about nearly anything. Suppose for instance, I need business idea recordings, I can simply go to the hunt bar, type in the watchword and search, that will give me a heaps of them for which I can currently pick a portion of these, snap on it, and on the correct hand side you will see this catch where it says download. Simply click download and the video will be on your PC. Presently you can simply download numerous recordings so you can a short time later gather them into one long video with a voiceover. So if your video is about thumb 5 weight reduction practices, you can clearly look for weight reduction or wellness. Since my video is about top 10 business thoughts, I can look for business recordings or cash or money contributing and stuff and download however many of those recordings as could be allowed. Along these lines, you won't need to record those recordings yourself, nor will you need to pay anybody to fill them for you. This is all totally free and it requires only a single tick of a catch. Since you have those recordings in your PC, you should aggregate them into one longer video. Also, rather than utilizing those convoluted and costly video altering programming, as you can essentially utilize Claudio or OpenShots.com. Both are free, yet Claudio is online instrument, which implies you don't need to download or introduce anything other than OpenShot is somewhat further developed. What's more, it's made for more expert recordings for all the more great recordings. So you will choose which one you need to utilize. I will utilize Claudio. For this model, I will tap on Video Producer and that will take me over to this page where I can transfer all the recordings I have gathered from Paxels.com. Simply click on Upload Files, select those recordings and stand by until it loads. When it loads, you can mess about and add this video here. You can change settings and the running season of those recordings. Possibly you need to cut them or make them longer. It's very simple to add it with this and it's totally amateur cordial. You can even have changes to make your video additionally captivating. That is in the event that you need to add it with Claudio. On the off chance that you need to alter with OpenShot, that will be somewhat unique. However, regularly Shot gives you various instructional exercises on the most proficient method to utilize it. So it won't take you over 10 minutes to sort it hard and fast, regardless of whether you never altered any video. So this whole procedure is essentially founded on duplicate and sticking stuff, however it can possibly make you a great deal of cash. So before we proceed with making your recordings, I simply need to show you several channels that are now doing this effectively. This channel, called The Most Astounding Top 10, is, as per Social Blade, making up to $77,000 per month yet from the income alone, which is nearly $1 million every year. Envision what at any rate a part of that cash would do to your way of life. Going through under 20 minutes per day on your PC, duplicate sticking these recordings and having enough cash and time to travel it out, drive good vehicles and leave calmly sounds astounding. So make a point to follow all the means of this instructional exercise and track with me. So before it's finished, you will have everything prepared and set up to begin developing your channel. At any rate, since you have those recordings and video or select in Shot, you will require some voiceover out of sight. You will require somebody to peruse the content that you have altered if it's been purchased. Step number 5, getting sound for your recordings. Presently, since you have a whole content composed what's been gotten, you can either add it yourself to the mouthpiece. It's straightforward, simple, and it's totally free. You can even record your voice with some application on your cell phone gadget on the off chance that you don't have an outer amplifier for your PC. Presently, for recording your voice, I suggest you use Outvacinity. It's totally free and truly simple to utilize. You can simply introduce it from this site. you simply go into Google, look for Avast, the free establishment, open up their official site, introduce this to your PC and use it for nothing out of pocket for a lifetime. You can simply open up the product, press record, begin perusing the content. Furthermore, that is it. It can take you like under 5 minutes relying upon the length of your content. Furthermore, obviously at the outset, it doesn't have to sound truly proficient, simply begin and you will nail it en route. On the opposite side, in the event that you would prefer not to record your voice, at that point basically head toward Fiverr.com, quest for voiceover administrations and recruit somebody to do it expertly for you. They will charge you like $5 to $10. What's more, you'll simply have to send them your content for turn yet and you will get a great voiceover. So it's up to you whether you need to begin for nothing by recording your own voice, or you need to contribute $2 or $3 to get somebody to do it for you. Also, when you have that sound document of the foundation voiceover, you should return to your video altering program. For this situation, that will be Claudio, and transfer that sound document. Presently you have a whole video with those clasps, you have sound record, and you can possibly add some copyright-free music from the YouTube library just to make your video significantly all the more captivating. In any case, that is actually a discretionary part. Presently, once you add that sound document to your video, simply click create and Claudio will produce the last form of your video fit to be transferred to YouTube. Step number 6. Now you simply need to begin transferring those recordings to your YouTube channel to get groundbreaking hashtags and NASA proposals to develop your channel quicker and get more perspectives. You can utilize a portion of the free online devices like TubeBuddy or vidIQ. They're basically the equivalent. I realize you can introduce them for nothing and use them for lifetime. What's more, to become quicker, I energetically suggest you reliably transfer every day, and that way YouTube calculation will see your channel. What's more, I mean it takes you under 10 minutes to make such recordings. So why not? The more you transfer it, the more cash we can make. Also, in case we're excellent thumbnails, you can essentially utilize Canva.com. That is a totally free instrument with a lot of free plan layouts that we can simply move and make an expert looking thumbnails. You can choose a layout and tweak it as do you incline toward. You can change text, change size, textual styles, colors, foundation, pictures, symbols, and then some. It's completely adjustable. Presently, obviously, to begin bringing in cash from those recordings, you should be adapted, and YouTube has explicit necessities, which implies your channel needs to have in any event 1,000 endorsers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So before you arrive at those numbers, and you get adapted, you can bring in cash through offshoot joins, print on interest, or possibly with CPA promoting. In any case, on the opposite side, in the event that you need to see 3 unique ways you can get any YouTube divert adapted instantly, so you can procure income from the beginning, as I do, and like those different channels do. At that point you can tap the primary connection in the depiction down beneath and access my preparation program, where I'm clarifying bit by bit not just how you can get a channel adapted, yet additionally how you can bring in cash regardless of whether you have no promotions running, regardless of whether you're not doing subsidiary showcasing or anything like that. I'm additionally indicating you my self-awareness methodologies, how to get Cs rapidly, how to get endorsers rapidly, and a whole lot more. Everything over yonder is clarified bit by bit, and it's no BS content. It's real, dependable bit by bit managed that want thousands of understudies everywhere on the US to develop their channels rapidly and bring in large cash on the web. By and by, that is going to be the primary connection in the depiction down beneath. I trust you got some incentive out of this video, and in the event that you did, remember to drop a like, left an approval, and in the event that you haven't effectively, make certain to buy into this channel with notices on, and I will advise you at whatever point I have another invigorate system to bring in cash on the web. As usual, much obliged for viewing, and I will see you in the following recordings. John from Romania, I wish you all